Hey peeps, woo. I'm on this like tippy table. It like turns and moves, and I've got a glass of water sitting here. So I gotta watch if it moves. I might get very, very wet. Also, I'm trying very hard not to like touch not to lean in too far because it washes me out, but it's like, oh, I gotta get one of those lights. Sorry, I didn't mean this to be like a rambling video. The rambling? I just realized like all these things when I'm start videoing, and then the cat was in here. He was totally peaceful and like my little sleeping buddy, and then my husband comes in to like see what I'm doing. Well, he knows what I'm doing, but he just came in to pester. Well, no, to get a game, but then he hovered and then he started picking on the cat. So then the cat was up. He was gonna be on my table. So he's like, come on, troublemaker. I was like, well, he wasn't till you disturbed him. Anyway, that's not what this video is supposed to be about. I was like thinking about my medical team the other day, and I just got thinking about how amazing they are, and I'm on TikTok, and I see a lot of videos on there, and on YouTube too. And I just think about how lucky I am, because some of the terminology, like a lot of them, they're like, I'm stage this and I have this long and I'm lucky that my situation isn't as dire. But B, I'm also very, very lucky that my doctors have never used like any negative language with me whatsoever. Yeah, they're very, I should actually mention how I knew my doctor was like, this is it, this is my guy. I don't know if I ever shared this before. If I did, just bypass it. We were sitting in like the doctor's office in Ellen Blair, and my doctor comes in. He's like got the mask on, he's got goggles on, he's got a visor down over that, and he has to examine me. And he's like, you know, trying to like do the feel and the look, but he can't. He's like, I can't see anything because he's got all this stuff on. And then he couldn't find his stethoscope. He didn't know where it went. And he was just sort of chaotic and funny at the same time. And I was like, yeah, like, this is my guy. Like, God knows what he's doing. He sends us the right people. But also the fact that he didn't. So everybody's always like, what stage are you? Or like, what, you know, and I'm like, I don't know what stage I am or what. All I know is the type of cancer, metastatic breast cancer in my lungs or on my lungs, I don't know. And that it's not curable. They're just controlling it for ever if they can. Yeah, he's actually, and he told me right in that office, he said, we treat this more like a chronic illness, because people are starting to live longer and longer with cancer. And then he gave me, I don't even know what all the treatments are, except for the one I'm on. Because he just said, we've got a few different kinds of chemos, and got like a hormone option, we've got this option and that, but he never specifically said, we're gonna do this, 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 and this. He just said, this is, you know, kind of like our lines of defense. And then he's like, well, you know, by the time you get through all of those, who knows what they'll come up with. So he's always been positive, and it just occurred to me that not a lot of people really have that experience. And again, I know it's God-given, and I'm so grateful. And I remain faithful, because there's so many prayers that I don't even say out loud. I just the thought and it gets answered. Yeah, so I just wanted to touch on that and just share that with everybody, because I just they're just so amazing there, and the nurses that actually administer the chemo are so amazing. And because I'm there every week, they feel like family. And you know, even if they're not treating me that day, you know, they walk past and they're always like, hey, how are you? And it kind of feels like family. So it feels like going to my second home, you know, as opposed to something dreadful. And I've shared in a previous video like how I make it a positive thing, but I don't think I mentioned how they are such a massive part of why it is so positive, and how I can stay in a good place and have a positive vibe about my illness is because my doctors have that. So It really, really helps when you have a fantastic medical team. And I have a fantastic at-home support group too, but I'll get into that in another video. I'm in a video mode today, so I wanted to share that. Yeah. See you soon. Bye.